It's been about 2 weeks. Yes. I'm your host this evening, King Black Cherry. With me, I have Mr. ETEP.
What's up, everybody? I hope everybody's doing all well. Yeah, hope everybody's having a good week.
Absolutely. And also with me, I have Mr. The Real Ant-Man. How's it going?
What is up, everybody? How's it going this fine Wednesday evening?
It's going well, going well. So, I'm not gonna lie. Did anyone watch Hereditary this week?
I didn't know which one won, so I didn't watch anything.
Yeah, I did not
Okay.
get to watch that. My bad.
Okay. No. Because we haven't really talked in a week, so it's like that was a winning one. So that Hereditary we do have to watch this week, and since we're no longer doing Bond in November or in October, so it kind of works out. So it's all good.
There
Yeah,
we go.
so yeah, that kind of throws a monkey wrench, huh? The whole Bond not being delayed till next year and all that. I'm pretty sure that's on the slides too, right?
Actually, it's not. So
Wow.
let's just
Okay.
let's just get into it right now. So a lot of things gotten delayed, and one movie got pushed up.
Yeah, one movie got pushed up.
Monster
Really?
Hunter Monster Hunter got pushed up to December 30th
Which
from
movie?
April 2020 Monster Hunter.
Okay. Okay.
And then because it was supposed to come out in April 2021, and then they pushed it up to um, uh, December 30th this year. But almost like every other movie after that has been delayed.
So is it true that Wonder Woman's coming to HBO Max and not theaters?
I have not heard that, but that would be interesting
Yeah.
if that is
Either.
the case.
But I tell you what, that'll be huge for HBO Max to do it that way, considering their HBO Max still hasn't have a deal with I believe Fire what was it
Amazon
Roku,
or
yeah,
Roku.
Roku or Fire Stick or whatever. Like they still haven't had a deal with them. So I feel like kind of almost makes it seem like why get it if because everybody has either a Roku or Fire Stick, or why get it if like it's not available on those two platforms.
Well,
Um,
there is a new movie by Robert Zemeckis coming out later this month that's being premiered on HBO Max instead of in theaters.
okay. Well, I mean, they need that. They need more original content because they
Oh
don't
yeah,
have any. I
for
mean,
sure.
I actually like their content, but they don't have no original content, so it's kind of hard for anybody to be like, oh, hey, let me get this instead of Netflix or Disney or all three. So,
Oh, The
but
Matrix 4 got pushed up too,
Yes,
gentlemen.
did it
that is
really?
true. Yes. Well, the other one got pushed back. Which one was it?
Um, Flash got
Batman.
pushed back.
Batman got
Yes,
pushed back.
and the Batman got pushed back a whole year.
Yes.
Oh, that's terrible. But I mean, I can understand that because of they're still filming and all that stuff. I do think it was. I know that Bond got pushed back to next year, and I know Black Widow got pushed back to next year, and it's really I feel it's very damaging considering that the theaters Regal closed down temporarily. They say it could be permanently. Hope not. Like I said, we still have people we know that work in the movie theater. That was our first job, me and Anthony's first job. So we have a lot of friends over there that we met, and um, I would think it'll be a damn shame if this
Speak for yourself on that being your first job too, buddy. I had
whatever.
other
It's my
jobs
first
prior.
job. It's my first job, not your okay, whatever. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, that it's our big job, I guess you could say, the one where we're all friends, we're all mad, and all our friends mad, and it'll be a damn shame if it actually closed down. But here's my question though: they say it's the second biggest theater. So what? AMC is the first. Is that
Uh,
one?
AMC is the first, and then you also have Cinemark. Cinemark and AMC are still staying open. They're saying we ride at dawn, bitches. So they're
I,
still
you
staying
know,
open.
and I'm glad too because I actually think AMC does a pretty damn good job, better than Regal, honestly, when it comes to their theaters. So I'm kind of glad that they're still staying with it, and I hope they still stay with it. So I will be ashamed that if Regal does permanently close down for good. I don't want to see that happen. I don't see any businesses close down because I think that's that's a lot of people unemployed. And I understand that for safety reasons again do 100% capacity, and I understand the movie companies can't don't want to distribute the movies because they're going to go out at a loss. They're going to come out as at a loss.
But will they though? Will they really? Because I mean, Tenet just crossed $300 million, so literally just kind of made.
See, that's what I'm saying though. Like, I think it's kind of like selfish in their part in that sense, because you still have video on demand. You can still do theaters and video on demand if people don't want to go out and watch movies. So it is kind of selfish in their part for them to do that, because considering they want to make that $1 billion or whatever the hell they want to do. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of like that too. I feel the companies have been a little bit selfish in that sense. Like I
do feel that maybe the movie theaters should only show 1 or 2 movies across all their screens at a time.
Which AMC is doing that.
That's in that way.
They're only showing like maybe 2 or 3 things. They only have 2 or 3 showtimes for their movies.
Well, yeah, but how many movies are they showing total?
Okay, so let's put it like this. I'm just logged on to AMC 12. They're only open 5 days a week. Let's put it like that. So what's the next time they're open? They're not even open on Thursday. They're open on Friday. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 movies.
They should cut it though. Like, do only like Tenet and like whatever the other big movie is. Like, I know it sucks for the other movies, but like that way Hollywood keeps releasing its blockbusters. And because like honestly, like no one goes and watches like indie flicks at a movie theater. Like they might make what, $1 million. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, but people like, okay, so right now AMC is showing Hocus Pocus. That's something.
You can watch that at Disney Plus. Stay at home. Come on, you're taking up theater seats to people that actually want to go to the theater and watch a movie.
Yeah, but Shrek? I mean, but at the same time, man, I feel like people will still want that experience to go watch a movie in the theater.
Nobody wants to go watch Hocus Pocus in the freaking movie theater when I can watch it 4K man. Right on my goddamn couch.
Halloween.
See, I'm gonna tell you something right now. If Black Widow dropped on Disney Plus the same day as it dropped in the movie theater, I'm watching it at my house.
Yeah, but they won't do that.
Even if I paid for your ticket for you to come to Sarasota and watch it.
You just want to see me, Chris. I understand. It's cool, man.
Even the fact that like, okay, I have your seat. You can even have my seat. My seat.
Oh, damn.
I'll get you popcorn. I'll get you an icy. Unless you want an adult beverage, I'll get you one of those as well.
Oh, damn. Chris is taking me on a date.
Ant, come on, Ant. You can't pass up on something like that. You want to go, here's the thing, though.
The only thing it has is it has a slightly better sound system than I have. I'm going slightly. Because I don't think I'm allowed to turn it up as loud as AMC turns up their music.
As long as you go safely, if you're wearing a mask, if you're doing the right precautions and all that, I don't see no problem with going to a movie theater. They're not going to be 100%, all these theaters. You still have, there's, I'm pretty sure not everybody's keen to go out to the theaters and all that. So I think it's good to have that option for people to go out and watch it.
It's not necessarily that I don't want to go to the theater for any safety reasons. It's just I love my couch in my house and...
but you get tired of your house and your couch. Everybody gets tired.
Do I?
I
mean, he did just get a new couch.
Well, now, it's
pretty nice.
It's brand
Chris,
new.
you still need to come over and relax on that thing.
It is a very nice couch. I'll tell you that. So, but at the same time, I think is you have that type of availability, not availability, but it's accessible. It's something that you can still go out and say, hey, you know what? I want to watch a movie in a theater. I want to have that type of, experience exactly that I've had. Not even like in February, Right. So I think I still think we should still have that option.
Really, at the end of the day, I need to go to the theater because the last movie I saw was trash in the theater. So I just really need to go. Star Wars. Like I get that taste out of my mouth, dude.
No,
Movie's
you
garbage.
went to see Sonic, and you went to see
Oh,
Sonic.
I did see Sonic.
Yeah, dude.
I did see Sonic. Okay, Sonic's good. I like Sonic.
And that was a very good movie.
He doesn't count Sonic because it wasn't an IMAX experience.
Exactly.
So like
B&B.
You've been saying this, but Tenet's been out for like almost a whole month.
That's true. I do need to go see Tenet at some point. You're absolutely correct.
So do you think those Tenet and all that's still going to remain in the theaters, considering they had nothing else right now coming out?
Yes, 100%.
Which is great actually, because I still haven't seen it, so it gives me a chance to go see it. I had no problem with Mulan and Tenet being still in the theaters, since nobody's putting anything new out, so that's fine. Let them make more money. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know. I don't like I said, I'm not a fan of these movies being postponed. I think people need something to watch, need to get out. What happened to Ant? He just disappeared.
No, he's still there.
I'm here, dude.
Okay. But anyway.
I'm just John Cena.
Okay, you can't see me? But no, I still think that people need something to go out and get their mind off of stuff, be entertained for at least 2-3 hours, and have that experience and all that. And I think they should. I think next year, hopefully, if things do start reopening again and start being back to normal, there's gonna be so many movies. I feel like
it's gonna be
crammed up and all that.
It's
gonna be a cluster. So too much cluster that these movies are not gonna make money. And by the time, I think these movies come out, is anybody gonna be really? I'm excited to see Bond. I'm excited to see Black Widow. But next year, I don't know if that seeing those trailers, seeing that anticipation, I don't know if I have the same excitement. So I like I said, I think it's a mistake in a sense. I think they should have just cut their losses and
I think Chris and I are pretty stoked about the video game systems launching in November. So I think we're really I think we're pretty much we'll just play video games.
Of course, yeah.
I'll play video games and just go to Disney. So I'm fine.
Exactly.
Hey, speaking of Disney, have you seen any have you been to Disney recently or?
I just went on Sunday.
Sunday. So has it been a little bit more?
It is crowded as shit.
It's crowded now. Wow.
Let's put it on this. We got there right when everything opened, and got to Magic Kingdom. Got inside. Even got to the point where we were like one of the first people in the park.
Yeah.
And it was raining. Let's put it like this. Thunder Mountain was already had a 35-minute wait. Splash Mountain already had a 35-minute wait, and that's crazy. So we go on Thunder Mountain. We're like, okay, fine, no problem. And then we go on Splash Mountain, wait 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever, how much it was. We're like, okay, no problem. The minute we walked out of Splash Mountain, when I tell you the line was so obnoxiously long, it's ridiculous. It's probably maybe an hour and a half long.
Geez. And they're trying to do 6 feet, right, between people?
For each ride. Jeez. For each ride. And then you see that, and then you look at the app, and you're like, okay, so if these two things are packed, what else is low since everything seems to be over here? No, it's like that across the park. Freaking Seven Dwarfs was also 50 minutes, almost an hour. Buzz Lightyear was almost 45 minutes to an hour. So to me, I don't feel like it's at 30% capacity anymore.
I don't think so either.
They keep saying it's only max 30% capacity, but I'm like, there's no way it would be that with as many people as they are there.
Yeah.
Well, Florida has definitely. Hey, what's up, Donnie? Florida's definitely very lax in the whole COVID restriction things now. It's pretty much most of the places can be 100%. I actually even heard that Dolphin Stadium they say that they can do 100% if they want. So,
well, yeah, I'm sure Raymond James.
Like I say, though, I get both sides of the spectrum. I get it. I understand. A lot of people don't want this to spread more. They don't want COVID to spread more, but a lot of also people want more freedom, I guess, and more whatever. It's hard to say. I think it's a matter of, to me, it's a matter of, still be safe, be respectful for others' space and all that stuff, and I still feel that we need to do that. But at the same time, I think also like I'm not like I don't know regulations and all that stuff. I don't know if like we should do that. I think I don't know. It's a hard topic because, like I said, I can see both ends of the spectrum. I really do. But at the same time, like, well, like I said, it's more like wait and see how it goes. I mean, hopefully we won't get a second wave. Hopefully it won't be another big, spread of this virus and all that. But
hopefully
yeah,
not.
It's just. But I mean, like I said, some people are not like seems. It seems to me like what you're saying is people are not really being scared about it. I think if Disney is being like people are going waiting in line and packing the places, they're not.
I think as long as you wash your hands, keep your distance, wear a mask, you should be fine.
Yeah, you should be fine. I'm not seeing the comments, so I apologize, Leah, for not responding to you. But I do have my Disney Gold Pass.
Oh,
so
yeah, they're not coming in here either. Let me open up the stream on Facebook so I can see it.
Yeah, I do see some comments.
Yes, they do need to bring back FastPass. That I definitely do agree with. But the problem with FastPass is people would do like, because you only allow 3 a day, and then people would sit there and be like, "Oh, just use those 3 of those, and then be done for the day."
Yeah.
Or just lounge around, or whatever the case may be. When not using the FastPass, you're like, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, in my opinion. Either use it, don't use it. That's all on you. Yes, I do have the pass. Theater all the way, unless Avery is joining us. Then I'm okay with on the couch. Leah says date night. So Black Widow, you guys are going out to the theater. So even if it does go to Disney Plus, you will be sitting your ass in the theater. You know that right now.
And let me say what's up to Michael, what's up to Tyler, and anybody else I missed. Then Donnie, what's up? And then what's up, Leah, from the other room. And what's up, Nala, barking out there.
But yeah. Besides, actually, speaking of Disney laid off 28,000 employees.
I know, it's a shame.
Dang.
Very sad. Very, very sad. But like I
For
said,
sure, that's everyone over at Disneyland.
Yep. Oh, Disneyland, not Disney World.
I'm pretty sure that's everyone at Disney. Well, both locations actually.
Both locations, but probably more at Disneyland because it's California's
still closed.
Lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But I think it's some places in Disney World where where you can get some food has actually been kind of like closed for good.
Oh, really?
Which sucks. Yeah.
Well, it's terrible, yeah. And like I said, I think so many people are really affected by all this. It's like, it's hard, man. Like I said, it's hard for all this that's going on and all stuff. I'm lucky. I'm still have my job and all that stuff, so I'm very fortunate. But other people are not. So like I said, it's been a pretty terrible year. This has really affected everybody around the world, and it's keeping, whether it's health reasons or financial reasons or whatever, it's really done a lot of so much damage and all that. Let's just hope, like I said, by next year we'll be done with this and we can go back to normal. But like I said, it's a struggle, and I think everybody's got to stay strong and just keep at it, man. So.
Yeah. All right. I'm not familiar with the loss that we had this week.
You know him from at least one song.
I know him from at least one song, but I'm not really. Okay, let's put it like this. I'm not familiar with more of his work.
Yeah. Okay. His probably most famous song that he played in part of, which wasn't even his song, is "Beat It" from Michael Jackson. He did the guitar riff from it. But from Van Halen, you got the very popular songs like "Hot for Teacher," "Jump," many other. When Sammy Hagar joined, they had like in talking about love and right now, just running with the devil, but
Right.
pretty amazing guitar player. Kind of changed the way guitar was played. Just he was incredible. Like I heard stories that he would play his guitar behind his head or his back because he didn't want people copying his style, which was he did the finger tapping. He's like one of the first big time like guitar players to do finger tapping. Which is like when you hear him like going like playing really fast notes like with his fingers, kind of like that. He was just amazing though. He was incredible. Like if you've ever listened to any of like his older stuff like Eruption, which goes into like You Really Got Me, like those two like songs together are just like fantastic. Like it the guitar work on Eruption is just incredible. But so it's sad. Big part of my music career, I would say, is listening to Van Halen. Very good songs. They're a very good band, even across two different singers. They had three. I wasn't really a big fan of the third one, Gary Sharon, but David Lee Roth and Sammy Hagar were great. But Eddie was a great guitar player.
Who do you think it's better, though? You think Eddie or Slash from Guns N' Roses?
I'd say Eddie.
Really? Eddie's better than Slash?
I think
which one was okay? Was it Eddie and then Slash came, or was it both at the same time?
Slash.
Eddie was playing in the 70s, so
yeah.
Okay, so then would you say that Slash was kind of inspired by Eddie?
I would think so. I would think he would be inspired by him.
Well, a lot of guitarists probably from that era will be. Yeah, but I feel like in the 70s he had a lot of great guitarists too, and 80s of course. Yeah, you had a lot of them come in there and just like really revolutionize music in that time. So, but yeah, it is a shame that Eddie Van Halen, because I know Van Halen is and I'm not big as into like, not as big as you are, and into rock music. You grew up in that. I kind of was more introduced later on in life. But it's like hearing their music and hearing their stuff. I mean, it's very impactful, like you said.
It's the main thing about Eddie is that when you hear a guitar riff or you hear the guitar, you like automatically know it's Van Halen. And that's tough to do. That's tough to have a style where you just hear something and you're like, okay, I know who's playing that guitar riff.
Right.
So like if someone's that good where you can just hear, it's almost like I know it's kind of a weird thing to say, but like the drummer from 311, whenever I hear the drums, I know exactly that, like 311's drums, I know it's 311. I know that's a kind of a weird out there thing, but like I can just tell by the sound of his setup and the way his style of playing.
Yeah, it's like the ear, your ear, like literally.
Yeah, it's almost like when you hear a Red Hot Chili Peppers song, you know it's Red Hot Chili Peppers. Like it's just amazing. Like you can just you hear like the first like couple notes and you're just like, okay, it's Chili Peppers. Like I already know. It's just amazing. And like and Eddie Van Halen, he had that sound. He had that. He was the same kind of guy. Like you just knew it was him when you heard him.
Yeah, it's very sad. I mean, I think we lost a lot of people this year. Unfortunately, a lot of legends we've lost this year. So very sad.
Yeah, and it was. I believe he had cancer, right?
He had cancer. Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of cancer. But
yeah, so that's two celebrities that like in the past few weeks that died of cancer. That sucks.
Yeah, definitely.
What's the other one at?
Chadwick Boseman.
Oh yes,
Boseman. Sorry.
Of course. Yeah, it's just sad. And like I said, cancer sucks. That's all I can say. Cancer absolutely sucks. So, yeah, it's like I said, it's very sad. Eddie, very talented guy, definitely a legend in the music industry and all that stuff. And I think like that's what I love about. I think I'm a big fan of that type of rock music and that era because I feel like in the 80s and all that, because I think they were allowed so much freedom, I think, to do whatever, to play and do whatever, have even their little guitar solos. I always love that. I mean, I think you don't see too much in music industry where you have like guitar solos in the middle of a song. Literally, most of the songs are pretty much like from beginning to end. You have the hook and the music, and that's it. Whereas I think
that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like prove me wrong. I could be wrong. I'm not really big
I just think it was the style then. I think styles just change. I think it kind of like I felt like everything was more showmanship in the 80s.
Yeah, but I kind of like that. I kind of like that though. I think it was cool. It's almost like a rap battle. You know, that's kind of what it was for guitarists. They actually they'll hit their thing and do this huge like.
Yeah, I feel like I mean I've seen Metallica play live back in the late 90s, and they like their show is just like larger than life. Like when they're on stage, it's nuts. So I don't know. Just I feel like rock, like heavy rock music and like metal music like that with the the guitar solos and stuff is that that it's all about showmanship and like they're on stage and just shredding and stuff. I did see I actually seen Guns N' Roses too, but not Slash. It was Buckethead playing with them at that time.
Really?
So yeah, Buckethead's an amazing guitar player too. If you haven't ever heard Buckethead, he wears a KFC bucket on his head. That's why he's called Buckethead.
Wow. I was honestly thinking like a Home Depot bucket on his head.
No, it's KFC. It's KFC. So
all right.
You be like, I mean, if you even know Guar is ridiculous too. They all wear these ridiculous costumes and all that, or Slipknot. You know what I'm saying?
Spell that.
Guar.
GWAR.
Yeah, GWAR. Yeah,
like,
Guar.
Yeah. Like
Guar is definitely very, very unique in so many ways. But I mean, like I said, I always feel that I don't know, like I'm not really like big on music nowadays, but I know that era, like 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s, even early 2000s. I mean, when all genre music, they really, I feel they really stood out. A lot of these musicians and all that stuff. So it's pretty sad when you hear one of them go. I mean, that's really what I grew up on. So,
rest in peace indeed.
Peace,
all right, Anthony, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, let's do this. New in-gaming subscriptions.
So let's start with the PlayStation. So we have PlayStation Plus for October. We are getting Vampire and Need for Speed Payback.
Why the freak are we getting Need for Speed Payback? But okay, keep going.
And then on PlayStation Now, we are getting Days Gone until January, Medieval, Friday the 13th, The Game, Trying 4, The Nightmare Prince, and Rad. That's pretty rad. So in the world of Xbox, we have coming to Game Pass. Well, last week we had Doom Eternal that launched on Game Pass. This week we have Brutal Legend from Double Fine Studios. We have Forza Motorsport 7. We have Eichenfell, and we have Drake Hollow coming to PC.
Wait, hold on, pause. Wasn't Forza Motorsport was already? Is that on? I'm thinking Game Pass, though, isn't it?
So it was on Game Pass. See, so the problem with the Forza games is there's licensing to it, so they have to delist them after their licensing runs out.
All right.
So that was delisted, but now it's back because they re-upped their licensing on it.
All right.
Yeah, so like honestly, man, I wish they would just strip all the like models and makes out of there, but I think the body styles are still like
it was still copyrighted.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why it's making a comeback. So I guess that was one of the more requested games to make a comeback was Forza Motorsport 7. So it is making a comeback.
All right.
The free games with gold this month are Slayaway Camp, Butcher's Cut, Made of Scare, which I have no clue what that is, but it's a horror game, so it's gonna be scary. Sphinx,
yes, I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy, and Costume Quest. So definitely Halloween and horror themes all on both consoles for sure, which is awesome. Makes sense. And then Epic Game Store. Today is your last day, or tomorrow is your last day to get Pikaniku, something like that. Pikaniku, yeah. And then starting the 8th, yeah. So tomorrow is Abzu and Rising Storm 2 Vietnam.
All right.
And that is what is in the freebie.
Does anything tickle your fancy or touch your little fancy with any of these games that you just mentioned?
I will give Doom Eternal a try. I don't know if I like it, but I'll give it a try. I did like Wolfenstein, but I think this is different. I think this is faster, and I like Wolfenstein because it's more methodical and slow. So, I wouldn't mind trying Days Gone. I don't know if I'd like it though.
Think of more of a Days Gone is a how can I put this? Okay, so you have to be careful with when you're playing Days Gone because in fact you have your bike, which is pretty much its own character in a way because you can upgrade it and all that kind of stuff, but also it can run out of gas.
That's interesting.
And when runner runs out of gas, you have to really push it to where it needs to go, and then you have hordes of zombies who are trying to chase you and all these things as well. So you kind of have to be smart with it. So kind of like in a way, you're kind of like Daryl from Walking Dead.
Gotcha.
So like you got to think of it in that sense. Like,
is it similar to like State of Decay?
In a way, but more of a single player focused story.
Less community building and more single player story. Okay.
Like a single player focused State of Decay. That sounds about right. I'm putting into it. You can get weapons and upgrades and stuff like that.
I do need to play a certain game that someone got for me as well.
You haven't played it yet?
No, I've been trying to finish Batman first.
Okay, gotcha.
We'll talk about that later. Actually, about Batman, right?
Yeah.
Batman. The games you played.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on. Also coming to gaming streaming on.
On November 10th.
November 10th, EA Play. So I have some interesting things about this. So EA Play is a access thing you pay, I think, $25 a month to if you have PlayStation or Xbox, and you get pretty much 10 hours of gameplay for like 10 hours of playtime with EA's new titles. You don't necessarily get EA's brand new titles in the Vault games, but you just get
like 6 or 9 months.
Six or 9 months down the road. So like even with Star Wars Squadrons that just came out this past Friday, you get 10 hours. You get to play 10 hours of it, but you don't get to play. You don't get to have the whole entire thing until 6 months down the road, which kind of sucks. But I mean, it is what it is at that point.
Yeah, but you do get a 10 or 20% discount as well.
I think it's 10.
Yeah, so you get that if you want to purchase it.
Yeah.
But I could wait. There's so many games on there that I could play. I'll be okay to wait.
Plants vs. Zombies, The Sims, Madden, last year's Madden, Battlefront 1 and 2, FIFA, all that kind of stuff. Anthem.
All the Mass Effect games.
Which is like $15.
All the Dragon Age games. All the Dead Space games. So
Dead Space you will never play.
That's true. Because I'm too scared. But that's fine. I know that.
Dead Space? You're scared of Dead Space?
I'm too scared of anything that's a horror game.
Dead Space is pretty dang scary. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I've seen some footage of Dead Space of the deaths and all that stuff. I'm like, nah, I'm not down with playing that game. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much for me.
Yeah.
But I thought the same thing as well. I could take horror movies. I can take scary horror movies, but video game horror, I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. You should play Outlast, Pete.
No, thank you. Have you?
Oh, I tried. Didn't last too long.
You didn't outlast the game, huh?
No.
Didn't you tell me that like literally you play like 10 minutes of the game and you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm not playing.
Yeah, you can't anymore. Because you can't fight back. You literally have to like run and hide. That's all you can do.
That's literally the game is running and hiding.
Yeah, and then having creepy people try to
attack you around, and it probably finds you and tries to kill you, right?
Exactly. Yes.
Just think of like Hello Neighbor, but like a million times scarier.
Oh. Geez.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, and Hello Neighbor. I mean, it's creepy, but yeah, okay. No, I'm not down with that.
And then
not
like the only thing you have is a camera that has like not unlimited amount of night vision, so you can't really see where you're going all the time if it's really dark. All you just hear is voices, and you just hope the camera works when you're able to use it, because the more you use the camera, the more battery drains, and like their batteries aren't really they're a limited amount of batteries everywhere, so you got to be on the lookout for batteries. Got to be on the lookout for people who are trying to chase you and kill you, and all that kind of good stuff.
That's just ridiculous. There's I heard
what up, Danielson?
What's that?
I was saying what up to Danielson.
Oh, Daniel, what's up, Daniel? Aliens. Her Alien Isolation is a really scary game too. Have you guys played that game?
I have not.
Which one is it?
Alien Isolation.
Isolation or whatever. One of the Alien.
Yeah,
games.
it's Isolation.
Alien. I played. I own Alien Isolation. I played it. Tell you the truth, I played it until I saw the Xenomorph.
And then you got too scared?
You're like, fuck it.
I got to the Xenomorph part, got to a point where like it started chasing me. I got to a door, got through the door, never played that game again.
Dude, I heard that game. It's like Outlast too, because I don't think you have any weapons to fight it, or barely any weapons, and that thing sneaks up and kills you. It's just crazy, man. Yeah, dude, no way, dude. I can't do that, man. I have to have like a shotgun or a machine gun or something, man. You know, rocket launcher, like something to fight back, man. How do you play a game with not fighting back? No, that's just insane, dude. Like, you know,
it's pretty much you just like a walking simulator at that point.
I'm just sorry, dude. If I'm gonna fight any mobs,
it's pretty much like going to Halloween Horror Nights. It's literally kind of like the same thing.
I know they're fake, man. I know they have, you know, whatever. Something about like a me controlling a character and it's gonna die gruesome death. I just can't do it. Can't do it. Can't see a character die gruesome death. It's just too much for me. Can't do it.
Neither can I. All right, so
you want to hear something funny? You know, so I was playing before I go. You want to hear something? So when I was playing Star Wars Fallen Order, whatever. And I got to that spider. I haven't got back there because of that stupid spider. I hate spiders, man. I hate spiders.
Don't ever play Grounded then.
Oh, dude, I won't play Grounded.
Good Lord, dude. You could turn off you could put on arachnophobia mode. It makes the spiders just look like little like white spirit things.
Seriously?
Yeah. It's for people like Pete that can't handle spiders.
Wow.
Can't do it.
All right, so moving on to this Smash character that was going to get announced, that did get announced last week. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this character.
Yeah, so this was one of my my predictions from moons ago, man. Steve from Minecraft is finally in Smash Brothers, and he brings along with him Alex, a zombie, and the Enderman. So pretty cool. Now I watched the 45-minute direct prior to Minecon this weekend, and the character is really unique and pretty awesome. And they reworked every single level in the game to make this character work. So it's a lot more than just adding. You know what I'm saying? It's just more than adding a character. It's like they literally made it like a Minecraft experience. Like you actually have to mine, you have to craft, and it's cool. This will actually get me to buy the DLC. Not gonna lie, I will be buying the DLC.
Wow, this sold you. This is the same guy who's been like, "Oh, about Smash Bros. Smash Bros. So boring. Get out of here with Smash."
But if you put something Microsoft in it, he will buy.
Of course he
exactly.
will.
Got it. Hey, the number one rated game right now for this year on the Switch, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. A Microsoft game, number one rated Nintendo Switch game.
Not Animal Crossing. Not. Nope. Maybe Pikmin 3 can steal it.
Maybe. I don't think it will. I think Zelda has a better chance. Hyrule Warriors.
Hyrule Warriors, yeah, I agree. But but here's the thing about this DLC character, and we always talk about it. one thing I like about it, you're right, it's an original character. It's an original, character you can play with. Something that I feel like Smash Brothers, some of the characters have been releasing, a lot of sword characters, it gets kind of old, and so.
Well, he does have a sword, but he also has other stuff. Like he has his fishing pole, and he has, the mine cart. There's like he has like TNT, so there's definitely it definitely mixes it up a lot. So
I would say it's more.
So my question is, since Microsoft keeps rubbing Nintendo's back, what's Nintendo gonna do for Microsoft?
I don't know.
Nothing.
I want xCloud on my Switch. Give it to me.
Nothing. Nothing.
Give me that xCloud.
Nothing. They're not gonna do anything.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Pete, think about it. Like, they need internet. You need internet to play.
That's true. That's true.
Well, yeah, and Nintendo's notorious for having great internet services.
Absolutely, right? Because it's been like 3. How long has the Nintendo Switch been out?
3 years.
3 years? We still don't have Netflix on it. Yeah.
Yep.
Or Disney Plus. Or Disney Plus. But xCloud is going to come to it first.
Yeah.
But we do have Hulu.
But we do have. So let's look at what Microsoft has done for Nintendo. We have this character in Smash. We have Banjo-Kazooie in Smash. We have Ori, both of them on the system. We have Minecraft Dungeons on the system. So I think it's a little time Nintendo has to give back to the community.
Let me ask you something, though, Ann. Don't you think this promotion for Xbox, though, by having a character like this on Nintendo, it's also promotional for them, too. They're promoting characters on Nintendo system, so maybe Switch owners by Xbox.
If you haven't got the news, Pete, Minecraft is the biggest selling game of all time, so I don't think Minecraft doesn't need Nintendo. Nintendo needs Minecraft.
I understand that, but it's still promoting the character, the game.
I get it. It's an honor to be in the game.
Why does Coke advertise still? Why does McDonald's advertise? Everybody knows McDonald's and Coke, but it's still advertised to get the idea. Hey, look, buy our product. They still have to do it, regardless of how popular they are. It's the same thing with Microsoft. Regardless of how popular the game is, they still have to promote it, because if they don't promote it, maybe people might forget it.
Well, I think they're at the point where they are trying to get in everyone's good graces, which it's about damn time. So
yeah, it is. It's
Microsoft
good,
or
Nintendo? Microsoft.
Very good PR.
Yeah.
I agree.
Microsoft. I may be alone in this, but Microsoft is like they do things like are good for their community and whatnot. But to me, I don't think they make they don't make like, oh my gosh, games like, oh my gosh, did you see that game? Or like inventions like what Nintendo would do. Like the Mario Kart circuit thing. Like that is something that I've been thinking about for the longest time. Like why can't they implement in this? And next you know, they're freaking doing it. And then Microsoft has like xCloud and things like that, but I think Microsoft doesn't make great games, but they have I can buy you fuck you money, and just let me buy the studios, let me buy that studios because the fact I can't since the fact that I can't make these my own, I'm gonna buy you, and then you can just make it for me.
Yeah, exactly.
But
nothing against them. Because their strategy works.
Yeah.
But it's like how much this is all good graces, but how long is it going to last? Like what?
Well,
like
I think as long as Phil Spencer's in charge, I think we're good. I think Microsoft's in good hands with Phil Spencer. I think you don't
think you're not going to get bored with it? Like all these different things going on, whatnot. I mean, these are all great things. Yes. But like, is it going to last?
I think the innovation about it is, and I agree with you. I think Nintendo brings newer stuff to the platform. I think they're like, they'll do random weird ass stuff like the Labo or whatever it's called. Like they'll do like these weird things, and they'll be very innovative. The Ring Fit, very popular.
Yes.
That's something that no one's coming up with that shit except for Nintendo. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
No one. But I think what Microsoft brings to the table is the ease of access at this point to their stuff. In like the fact of the matter is, I can literally play a game on my PC, save it, move to my phone or my tablet because iPhone sucks and they won't put xCloud on there. But move to my tablet, pick up exactly where I was left off, go away, go back to my TV, my console. Now I'm on my third console. Pick that up right where I left off. Like, that's amazing to me. Like, the fact that I can just jump in my game, I'm going right away. Can you do that on a Nintendo console? Oh, hell no.
But you can bring the console with you.
Yeah, but I can literally play on a PC, on a TV, or on what is a Switch, basically, with xCloud.
I see what you're saying, Ann, but, I think what Chris' point is the fact that I think like Nintendo, it makes all the innovative games, and they really focus on gameplay. PlayStation, their first party games really focus on that whole cinematic feel, right?
Story based and things like that.
It's story based and all that stuff. Whereas Xbox it's more about the community of gamers and how to play with each other and all that stuff. And I think that's the thing, though. Their strength is not really about making great games. Their strength is more about, in that sense, like, multiplayer type of games like Halo and CSCs and all that and other stuff. The fact that Bethesda helps them in that first party sense. So I don't think they've ever been about the making great games. They're more about, like you're right, like Chris said, buying off companies to make great games for them. So I also want to say one thing, though. I want to say what's up to Shauna. Shauna compliments you, Chris, on your hat.
Thank you.
And also Donnie said, talking about playing games, you all need to play Among Us. I don't know if you played that game, Among Us.
It's on the phone.
I know what it is, but I don't know. Oh, really. Yep. Poor Switch. It's lost out to the xCloud when I'm taking a crap.
Too many details, man. Too many details.
Shauna, what Smash thing on hold are you talking about? I'm confused by that.
Yeah.
I'm confused too.
But the Switch, again, is I have to have my device. I have to have my account. Not even that. It has to be my device. Else I'm not picking up my save files. What I'm saying is I could literally, Pete, I could go to your house, play on your damn Android tablet, log in as my user, and I have all my shit right there.
Tablet. Yeah, I don't have a tablet.
I'm just saying. I could go to your house. I can use your computer you're on. I can go on your computer and play my Xbox games on your computer. Like that. That's crazy.
And that's what I'm saying, though. The point is, yes, I agree. Xbox has done a great job with accessibility. It has a great job with community base, which actually having really good PR work, which they have been doing really well the last couple of years. I felt the last, I think 5-6 years ago, maybe longer than that, Xbox had a terrible PR. Like they're terrible with customer service. They're really terrible with the whole Ring of Death and all this other stuff. They definitely came a long way from that. I don't think, like I said, though, I agree with Chris. Like, I think they're buying off companies like Bethesda to improve on their first-party games, and it definitely goes to show that.
Well, when people's biggest argument against you is you don't have first-party games, what's a better way to do it than going and buying them?
Of course,
but
and I understand
why not have the studios that you have and just make good games to begin with?
Well, there are studios that make good games. Rare made Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is a good game. Everwild looks good. I'm not sure if it's going to be good. It looks good.
Scalebound, what happened to that?
That's not their studio anyways. That was Marvelous.
It was exclusive to Xbox.
It was exclusive, but it wasn't their studio. It was just an exclusive game.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Ant. Name 5 games, or name 10 IPs from Xbox, not including Bethesda, that Xbox has done over the years that are really good.
Why can't I include their studios? You're limiting. So that would be like that would be like me saying, okay, name good Sony games that don't include Naughty Dog because they bought Naughty Dog.
Okay, well, I can go with
Oh, okay,
Ratchet
name
and Clank.
5
I
games.
can go
Name
with...
5 games.
Okay, or Insomniac.
Name 5 games.
Okay,
Name 5
so
games.
Horizon Zero Dawn, Killzone. I mean, Insomniac. Okay, never mind. They made Spider-Man. So there's that. God of War, Santa Monica. Okay.
See, I'll give you Santa Monica for sure.
All right. What about Detroit Become Human?
Isn't
That's a good
that
game.
from Quantic Dreams?
Yeah, which is I thought they owned or
Oh, do they
partially
own them?
owned.
Okay. But either way, I'll name your games, Pete. What do you want me to name? And I won't even include Bethesda.
5.
5 what?
What?
5
Gears,
Game of the Year contenders.
Gears 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, you want different franchises? No, you want different franchises? Okay, so you got Gears of War.
Okay.
Fable. Halo. Forza.
Okay.
Sea of Thieves.
All right.
Minecraft.
Okay.
Minecraft Dungeons.
I can't use that. No.
So if I was talking about Nintendo, I can't use Mario Kart?
Well, they're different franchises, though, man. Even though it's the same name, it's different franchises.
So it's Minecraft Dungeons. It's completely different.
Minecraft Dungeons is completely different. It's different.
Is it? Okay.
It's
different.
Completely different.
I'll give you that. All right. I'll give you that.
Hey, man.
Think of Minecraft Dungeons as like Diablo.
All right. I'll give you that.
So they also have Hellblade, which is an excellent game. I'll think of some more.
Studios. Now you're talking studios that have been bought. Okay, so let me go ahead and mention all of the Uncharted games, Last of Us games, Spider-Man. I can say Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ratchet and Clank, Bloodborne.
So now we're going there. So let's go with Skyrim. You might have heard of it.
That's not exclusive to the system? Yeah, sure. I've heard of it.
Fallout, you might have heard of that one too.
That's not exclusive to the system? Yeah,
Doom?
sure.
You ever heard of Doom, Pete? There you go. How about
it's funny though, because Xbox really has been
Doom, right? Hold on. Doom, right?
Yeah.
What is it's on what system? Oh, hold on.
Hold on.
Hey, Microsoft likes to throw Sony a bone every now and then too.
Hold on. Oh yeah, we gave you Sunset Overdrive. There you go. You happy? There you go.
Exactly.
But no, here's the thing though. The point I'm making is Xbox has pretty much survived in first party on Halo, Gears of War, and Minecraft. Throughout the years. Those are the first parties they've been surviving throughout the years. Now they have Bethesda. Definitely evens up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I think. I think this year in general, they've definitely had a better focus on first party. I didn't like Bleeding Edge, but it's there. They released it. Ori was very very good game. In fact, highest rated Nintendo Switch game of the year. But on Metacritic. But they have Minecraft Dungeons this year. They have Battletoads this year. Grounded's an early access beta. Gears Tactics came out. They've had Fight Simulator. They've had a lot of games come out this year that with a big focus on first party, and they'll have just as big next year, I feel.
Flight Simulator is very frustrating.
I'm sure it is because I heard it's like an extreme simulator. It's not like farming simulator. It's like you're actually a pilot.
Yeah, you're actually a pilot, and it's not only that, but like there's like 120 gigabyte update you need to download as soon as you start the game.
Wow.
And it's like, I'm sorry, what? Why?
Wow.
Is everything so detailed and whatnot? Yes, Shauna, we did mention theaters are closing, but only Regal Cinema theaters are closing. Cinemark theaters and EMC theaters are staying open because they're saying we ride at dawn, bitches.
I just want to also mention with not to change subjects, but like when Shauna mentioned that the other day she posted, I think it was Melissa that we know, or Shauna posted that about Regal and how we all met and friends and all that stuff, and it's seeing a lot of old pictures of us back in the day, when we were kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty nice, pretty sweet. It brings back memories and all that stuff, the Regal days. But
I also got to mention Wasteland Remastered, Wasteland 3 also came out this year. Tell me why. That was published, not developed by their studio, but Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition. Like I said before, Gears Tactics, The Bard's Tale Remastered and Re-Snarkled, that came out. And so that's their list of games. So far for next year, they have listed Grounded being in full release, Halo Infinite, which hopefully it makes next year, and Psychonauts 2. That's the ones that so far they have on the plate. But there's a lot more coming that they've showed that aren't in there.
So, going back to this, so you're gonna buy Smash Brothers DLC because of Steve?
Yes, I will.
You're gonna buy it. I will buy. I'll start. I haven't bought the new one, but I'll buy this one because, yes, I want some Steve from Minecraft and all that. And how about you, Chris?
Nope.
Not doing it.
Nope.
Let me ask you something, Chris. Is there any DLC character where you'll be like, all right, I'm gonna buy this, from Smash? Is there any DLC character you want to see in Smash that you're like, okay, I'm gonna put money down?
There is none, to be perfectly honest with you, but like this Minecraft character, since I don't have any connection with Minecraft or anything like that, it doesn't excite me. It's just like, oh, okay, we got that. Then again, I haven't picked up my Switch in like 2-3 months, so there's also that as well. It's not. Well, it just does. They don't like this. Doesn't excite me. I'm just like, to be honest with you, if Mario Kart Live Circuit was actually cheaper, not $100, maybe I'd invest in that, and then I'll be able to pick up my Switch. But it's $100.
If you do get it, though, I need to see pictures of Herc wrecking your car as you're driving it around the house.
No,
gotta see the video.
I'll be driving it at Gabe's house, not mine. A Smash Party. That sounds
Smash Party.
Yeah, Smash Party. That sounds pretty. Don't want to say that. People might get the wrong idea, man. Yeah, I'll definitely come over and play, Sean. I'm literally a couple of houses away from you. So, yes, I'll come over and play and whoops Rob's ass in Smash Brothers because that's what I do.
All right, moving on. So, Cyberpunk 2077 went gold this week, as well as they went ahead and said, like, hey, everyone needs to work 6-day work weeks leading to launch. So even with it being gold, you think they're kind of like forcing this out because they don't want to miss this release date?
I think so.
Yes.
And
I think that they are in a position that they are going to sell a crap ton of games if they can get it out by that time, because really its only stiff competition this fall is Assassin's Creed, in my opinion, for a multi-plat game.
Not Watch Dogs.
I don't know. I don't get excited by Watch Dogs. Do you get excited by Watch Dogs?
I do. But then again, I get excited for almost like every single Ubisoft game that comes out. So,
yeah. See, I'm not really. Honestly, man, I don't get excited for any Ubisoft game. I don't know. I'm thinking about jumping into the Assassin's Creed, the Origins and Odyssey. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, they have a really good sale right now on Xbox, and I have
$60 for like all of them.
That's what I was thinking about doing, and I was like, oh, and I have a $50 gift card that I can cash in for my Microsoft Reward points. So I was like, yeah, for $10, I was thinking about jumping in. What's your thoughts, Chris? Should I jump in?
If you can do it, I would go with Origins and then Odyssey. Origins and Odyssey are very similar, but their gameplay style is completely different from any other Assassin's Creed game.
I hear I should start on 4. Is that correct? Should I start on Black Flag? Everyone says that is like one of the best games in the franchise.
That is true. 4 is Imagine Sea of Thieves, but more grounded. Single player, grounded. Yeah, single player and grounded. Yeah. But Sea of Thieves, single player wise.
Have you played 3?
Yeah.
Is that one good?
I enjoyed 3.
Okay.
Personally, it's one of those. It's one of those ones that got like hated on, but like I personally enjoyed 3 because that's dealing with when America was just starting and whatnot. You get to meet George Washington and things like
Well, that's
that. So
interesting.
you're going through the American Revolution, I want to call it. Yeah. So you're
You
going
play
through
in
all of
3.
that.
You played a Native American assassin, right?
Yes, you
Okay.
do. I
Yeah.
mean, I personally enjoy that one.
I played a little bit of Black Flags, but I don't know why I just stopped playing it. I mean, it's good, I think start playing it.
I'll be honest though, like I'm not really excited about Cyberpunk. I mean, maybe I just got to see more of it. I just like I look at it and I'm just like, yeah, it just looks like any other game. Like, but maybe I gotta like watch some more gameplay of it.
I think it's big because of the whole Keanu Reeves thing. Keanu Reeves being in the game, and
No, he's breathtaking.
He's in the game, yes, but like he's not the main focus. If you play games like The Witcher 3 and realize how detailed and how everything is just like such a bigger world of that, and imagine Grand Theft Auto, but with a lot more things to do in the game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is what Cyberpunk is. And if anyone who's on the fence of buying this game, go back and watch all the CD Projekt Red's live streams they had of this game, where they go through like developer talks and whatnot, and they show you gameplay, they show you which factions to start on, and all that kinds of things. They go in detail list with every single thing. It is pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
I'll have to go check it out because I've seen a couple of like the story trailers and I don't think I've seen much gameplay. I think that might be why I'm not super excited about it.
Okay.
So when is the launch date for this game? When is it supposed to come out?
November 20th.
Yeah, and it's not well, you can play it backwards compatible on the I don't know, is it going to be backwards compatible on the PlayStation?
Yes, but it's a free upgrade either way.
Oh, so you can play it though?
Yeah.
But the upgrade, they don't know when it's going to release.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard it's like next year sometime, but that
they're going to have an up res version of it next year.
Yeah, let me see. Cyberpunk 2077 free, more robust next update. Sorry, dude. There's so much like crazy like verbiage in here. Next gen upgrade coming to PS5 and Xbox in 2021. So yeah, so that they delayed that part, I think, just to get the get this one out.
Get the game out. But 6-day works weeks though. Go ahead. Oh, sorry, Pete. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, do you think this game's gonna get delayed? Do you think it's gonna get done in time, or it's gonna get delayed?
It's gone gold. It's gone gold, which means the fact the game is done and is ready to be printed and put on CDs and all that kind of stuff, and ready to be shipped out. So it is coming out November 20th. That is for sure.
So they're just trying to push this game and do all these work days. I mean, I hope these guys are not being too overworked. I've heard, I think last week we talked about that incident. I forgot what company it was, but you guys mentioned it, how you're working these guys like so hard last year. One of these video game companies, I remember you guys telling me like something about how many days it worked straight or whatever. I forget what it was. But hopefully now we're working too hard.
Probably Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. So, but in the same time, hopefully this game comes out. That'll be great. Coming out in time, and so we, like I said, I think all of us need to look something to look forward to right now. We don't have too much to look forward to this year when it comes to entertainment. And it gives us not too much to talk about anymore as well. The fact that not too much entertainment stuff is coming out. So, hopefully it comes out on time.
Yeah, hopefully. I will be picking it up probably on my PC though. So, because I saw the PC recommendations of it, I was like, I can run it. I got that. But
nice,
moving
on, it'll probably be better on PC anyways, because you'll probably be able to get the upgrade faster.
Absolutely. Moving on though. Someone please tell me what is up with Peter Parker's face.
Tried to make it look more like Tom Holland, right?
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, I don't know why they touched that. Like it's like something that no one asked for.
Yeah, exactly. No one asked for this, but you know what? Let's just redo his face, not redo the game a little bit, but let's just redo his face. So
yeah, go ahead, Chris.
I think it's the same actor, but like seeing this choice wise, it just makes him look so much younger than Miles Morales. My opinion.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like that makes this decision makes no sense. In my opinion.
Yeah, you're right.
Did they re-voice act it or no?
No. There's a scene here. Actually, we'll end up playing it. Give me a second.
Right.
There's a scene that they put out. It literally is the same scene, just with like, just different. It just looks different. Spider-Man, PS5, PS4. Remastered. Oh yes, here we go. Copy. Put this here. Media, YouTube, boom, done. Push to staging. Okay. Let's hide this. Put this. Boom.
Hello? Parker! Just in time to celebrate. Celebrate? Wait. Where are the arms? Oh, wow. So cool. But how did you... Intracranial neural network. Neurotransmission speeds under 1 nanosecond. Faster than signals travel inside the brain. Never mind to an external prosthesis. We did it, Peter. No one can take this away from us. Amazing. And your work on the neural web was the key. But we haven't even tested it yet. There's so much we don't know. It works beautifully. Come on, take a look.
But yeah. Anyway.
I'm confused. Why does the PS4 version look better than the PS5 version?
That's what I was gonna say.
I'm so confused right now.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I noticed that too. The PS4 looks better than PS5.
I'm so confused by that.
But when you're Spider-Man, you're out swinging around, there are things that are different than what it was in a PS4 version. Like you'll see reflections of Spider-Man on the windows and cars swinging by and whatnot, compared to didn't see that on PS4 version.
I just want to say
but
one thing.
This is just weird.
Yeah, I want to say also one thing in the trailer, and I'm sorry, the comparison between both characters, both Peter Parkers, is it just seems there's more detail. Like you're right, it looks PS4 looks better because it seems Peter Parker has way more detail, facial detail, than the Tom Holland one, the PS5 one. It just seems very bland, very plain. His face.
Yeah.
I don't see why they changed it. I understand maybe they want the whole Tom Holland look, but it's still like. I think all of us, we don't mind different versions of Peter Parker. I mean, I think I'm okay with having different versions of Peter Parker because, like, that's. I mean, look at Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That Peter Parker was completely different from Tom Holland's one. You know, it's you know, even though they have the same kind of like personalities, their look and their you know the way they act.
The way they acted, the way they acted was different.
Exactly, and I have no problem with that because I feel like I always feel like it's okay to tell a different version of Peter Parker, you know, to see who's, you know, whatever. And I don't see why they need to change it. I didn't mind the character from PS4 Spider-Man. I thought they did a pretty good job with it. I enjoyed it. So yeah, it didn't need to change. I think that was just stupid.
Yeah, very silly. But speaking of Spider-Man, guess who's making a comeback?
That's not all. I heard Toby and Garfield are coming back too.
I heard that as well.
What's up with Tom Holland's face?
Oh.
Man, what is up with that picture, dude? He looks. What the hell's going on? He's like getting static shocked or whatever. get electrocuted or something?
No, that was Homecoming when he took off his mask and his aunt was like,
"What? What the fuck?" Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's what that was.
Live action Spider-Verse movie.
That's what my take is. Is this going to be the Spider-Verse? Is this going to be pretty much all the Spider-Mans in one movie? Because I heard Tom Holland. I'm not Tom Holland. I heard Tobey Maguire and also Andrew Garfield are rumored to be in it also.
Hold on. I think I got some breaking news here.
Ooh, I like breaking news.
Hold on. I think this is an opinion piece. Okay, it's not confirmed.
Okay.
Opinion was saying the fact that Wonder Woman will be coming out onto HBO Max instead of
nothing official yet.
Nothing official yet.
But no, it's if this is the route they're going with the whole Spider-Verse, then this will be pretty awesome.
Yeah, it makes sense considering where they're going with the Doctor Strange and just everything in general.
Well, here's my question.
But do you think this stems from that though? Just because the fact that the title?
Well, what was the title again?
Multiverse something.
Oh, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
Are you just based on the fact of the title of the movie, or like no one has actually confirmed anything? Yeah, but WandaVision that could be all in Scarlet Witch's head though.
Could be.
Couldn't everything from Ultron be in Scarlet Witch's head technically after her brother got killed?
True, possibly.
I mean, if they really wanted to do a reset, they could totally just dude, that would be mind blowing too.
I think a lot of people would be upset about that.
Yeah, you don't want to go do a complete reset.
No, but you don't have not necessarily, because the way Infinity War and all that stuff ended, it's kind of perfect. So if we're just gonna go, let's move it back, and now we're doing second branch. So first branch happened, but second branch from that point in time. I think we're okay with that.
No.
I think the branches, the time, whatever branches you're looking at, it happened in Endgame. And I think that's where they're going to go off. So there is a multiverse already from Endgame. So, and it makes all these things possible, the fact there is a multiverse now. So what's happening, if this is what they're going to do, bring Electro in or bring, Tobey Maguire or Andrew, supposedly, not saying it's happening, then other storylines are going to be the same way. So, it's possible to, for instance, let's say if Tom Holland they can't bring back for another Spider-Man movie, it's possible to do a multiverse with a different Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the possibilities. It's a possibility of introducing Miles Morales into the Spider-Man movies. It really makes a lot of things more. It will get a little bit confusing for a lot of people, for fans. I think watching these movies might get confusing. But I think it brings that possibility to have different variations of characters. So, I think that's where they're going to go. I think that's where they're going to go with the whole MCU, which I think is great, man. I think they should still keep their main one, but it's a possibility that they're, let's say they can bring other characters into the mix or whatever from different universes. So,
yeah, it'll be interesting. And Jamie Foxx has said that he will not be Blue this time. So, there's that hope for that.
I think they should just keep him just himself. He just has electric powers. He has just be himself.
I agree.
I know the Mysterio in the comic books, actually, he was pretty much a guy they don't only have the green suit, but he has pretty much a guy with a green suit and whatever. But and later on in the comic books, he was shaved bald and he had the scar on his face. He had an electric scar on his face. So maybe just do it that way. Don't go with the whole blue thing, because the blue thing is kind of stupid.
Yeah, I agree. So we should see what happens with that and whatnot. I know Tom's is filming Uncharted right now, so we'll see what happens with that, since Spider-Man 3 did get pushed.
Isn't he filming something else big too?
As long as I know, it's just Uncharted.
What was... Maybe he was rumored to be in something that I'm thinking of.
Tom?
A video game movie. Oh, they were talking about him being, I think, Link in a Zelda movie or show.
That'd be awesome. That'd be very awesome.
But I think he'd be too oversaturated at that point.
Yeah, I agree. You don't want to put in too many movies.
There's a such thing as too much Tom Holland. We're reaching that point right about now.
Yeah, there is.
There's like Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt kind of reached that point at one point. You know what I'm saying? Too much Chris Pratt. So
that is just true.
Is there really something now?
Huh?
You're right. No, Chris Pratt.
Is there really such thing as too much Chris Pratt? I like Chris Pratt.
I like Chris Pratt too.
Yeah.
You know,
you like Jurassic Park, Fallen Kingdom? Yeah.
I don't think it's Chris Pratt. Like I don't think that's his fault.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me reiterate then. Lego Movie 2? Yeah, you like that one too?
Again, I don't necessarily put the blame completely on Chris Pratt on those ones.
Why not? He played both of his characters in there.
That's true, but it could be bad writing.
It always could be bad.
He signed to offer and be like, "Oh yes, I want to do both of my characters in this movie."
I don't know, man. At some point when you're that big, you probably phone some stuff in for sure. When you're getting 20 mil paycheck, you just it's a quantity over quality at that point.
It's all for the engagement ring for Arnold's daughter. That's all that was.
There you go. Well, you don't want to get your ass beat by Arnold, so.
This is true.
Come on. Do it now.
Newcomer Emin, I don't want to butcher this name, Emin Bellini, to play Miss Marvel for a Disney Plus series.
So I don't know who that is, but she looks like Miss Marvel from the pictures I've seen of the comic book. So
yeah,
it's a good choice.
Character. Yeah, yes. It does. And
have you read any comic books, Pete?
What's that?
Have you read any comic books?
No, I just know the details. She is a teenage girl from New York who's I forgot what her background is. I think
is she Pakistani?
She might be Pakistani. I think she's a Pakistani in New York, a teenage girl in New York, and she's a big fan of Captain Marvel. Yeah, I'm not sure her nationality, but that's what she and she's like, I remember like from understanding her character, she's a big Captain Marvel fan. You know, like she, like idolized her, and she gained these powers.
Pakistani American, and it's actually Jersey City, New Jersey.
Jersey, okay, never mind. I thought New York, but Jersey. And she's a teenage girl, and she's a big fan of Captain Marvel. And I don't know how she got her powers, but it's almost like she has a Mr. Fantastic powers. She can stretch. She can become big, or fists become big, feet can stretch around. So she has those type of powers and all that stuff. So yeah, and I heard she's a really good character. She's kind of like the female version of Peter Parker in a sense. She's kind of a nerd too. So so yeah, it's very interesting. I think it's a very interesting, very
What's going on, Rick?
What's up, Rick? So very unique character that they introduced. It's a pretty new character too. I think this character was only just they just did her origin like about a few years ago. So
2013.
It's not like something. What was that?
2013.
So yeah, 7 years ago. So, but yeah, like I said, I don't know too much of her characters. I haven't read. Her comic books. I haven't read it, but like I said, when I hear it's always good reviews for it. So, one thing I gotta point out, which I think is hilarious, is the fact that we say she's a big Captain Marvel fan, right? But the girl who, the actress, actually did not like the Captain Marvel movie. I heard she didn't really care for it that much, so I think that's funny.
That's funny.
She
the only thing I can say the fact I know Miss Marvel is the fact of like her character in the Avengers game. She got the powers from she's a big Avengers fan.
Yeah.
And whatnot, and she went to their I guess you can call it party, I guess, for Avengers Day or whatever it case to be. And then that's when the bomb blew off and created all these superhumans. And she ended up being affected by it, and that's how she became Miss Marvel. She ended up getting restricted powers and whatnot, and then she helped the Avengers and whatnot, and they ended up recruiting her, and they called her Miss Marvel at that point. So that's my origin story of her. So I don't really know anything else outside of that. But from from what the game has told me, the fact like she was a big fan of all the Avengers, even to the point where she kind of like really was a big fan of Captain America. So I don't know.
Well, yeah, she's a lot like Peter Parker in a sense, or even Miles Morales, like whereas she's a teenager who like a nerd and who becomes a fan of these superheroes and becomes a superhero herself, and tries to have that whole type of mentality, with great powers comes great responsibility kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? So but it's I like the fact that she's, like I said, she's a teenage girl, and the fact that she's somebody who can become very popular and grow into that character, and has like maybe hopefully 20 years into they invested into that to to do maybe movies or more other things. So I like that. It's the same with Tom Holland. They cast him when he was 19, and Tom Holland can do that character for for as long as he can. So I think it's very cool. And also I like the fact that she's a very diverse character as well. So cool to have that.
The actress actually, that's her first role, and the show doesn't launch till 2022. So
yeah, well, I mean, we got plenty of stuff. I guess hopefully the next couple of years about Marvel stuff. So plenty of stuff to look forward to.
Absolutely. Until then, I'll be watching The Boys. All right.
Yeah, we're gonna start watching that.
Moving on. Next thing in Disney news, actually, The Lion King 2, from the Moonlight's director Barry Jenkins, to explore Mufasa's past. One question: who the hell asked for this?
Somebody.
It's a cash cow, man. They're just trying to make money off the franchise. They are.
That's exactly what it is. And I'm just like,
man.
Why?
Because they
why call it The Lion King 2 though? Why not call it like The Lion King?
Mufasa's past. Yeah,
exactly. No, it should be Lion King, Mufasa. Ooh, say it again.
Like no one asked for this. Like why? Like why?
I mean, no one even asked for the live action remake.
No one did either, and we got that, and it ended up being exactly like how the cartoon was.
But it looks so good.
Even hated on that.
So good.
But you know what it is, guys. Like I believe they had the Jungle Book was live action, then it was Beauty and the Beast. They started making so much money off of these movies that they're like, oh, let's just do all of our movies. Let's remake all our anime movies. And now they're like, well, since Lion King did really well, let's now make another Lion King movie. But I agree with you. There's no reason to do this. It's just a cash cow. They had not too many more ideas. They're just trying to push these franchises so they can make more money off of it. And I'm not a big fan of prequels, especially when prequels were like, what do you need to know about Mufasa that you don't already know? Like, what story can you tell about Mufasa and Scar where you already know where it's going to lead up to? There's no story to tell. Like Scar was a bad brother, and I mean, he could tell some sort of why he became bad or why Mufasa became who he was, a character, but I don't find it's not too much interest in it. I feel like the Lion King itself is pretty straightforward story.
Yeah.
Where you don't really need to know so much of a backstory,
No, you don't.
So yeah, it's what's the point?
There is no point to this, and I'm just like kind of like, okay, Disney's just wanting more money, and this is them trying to get more money. That's literally all it is. The only positive thing I have from this is the fact that James Earl Jones will still have a job. That's literally it.
It'll still be the voice, and he. So I'm guessing he was a voice of the last one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was the only one. He was the only one they brought back. Actually.
Really? How old is he? How old is he? He's like it must be in the late 80s so far, right?
How old
He's
is
getting-
James Earl Jones? 89 years old.
Well, no. Here's the thing, though. Would it be a young Mufasa, like a young Simba, or will it be an older Mufasa?
I think it would
That's
be
my
young
only
Mufasa.
question.
So then you
What?
probably will be young Mufasa. Then it would probably be recasted.
That's true.
I don't know. I'm kind of like like this. There's no point to make this movie. There really isn't. There's plenty of stuff they can be doing Disney. By doing this, you're just trying to, like I say, you're just looking for anything to make money off right now. So
Yeah, makes no sense. I don't know. All right, moving on. So I don't know if Pete's into this, but are you interested in a Resident Evil series show coming to Netflix?
That's
Yeah,
an
why not?
anime, though, right?
Yes, it's animated.
So what was the other
dude,
one
I
they just
love
cast it
anime.
for?
What's that?
What's the other Resident Evil they just cast it for? Is that Netflix as well, or is that theater?
I think that's Netflix. Oh no, that's theater. That's theater.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of like Resident Evil stuff that just came out, so I was kind of getting confused on that. But isn't there
So-
also a live action Resident Evil show on Netflix?
I think they might have changed it to animated.
Okay, because I was about to say I think we're oversaturating the Resident Evil.
Yeah, but this is coming out. The anime for this is coming out next year, but the Resident Evil reboot has been assembled with the actually new cast and whatnot. If you remember the actress who played in the movie that so hold dear to my heart, Carl, she has been casted as what's it called? Mila Jokovich's character in the movie.
Alice?
Was it-
Alice.
yeah, Alice. Okay.
God, Ghost in Ant-Man and the Wasp. She has been cast as Jill Valentine.
Cool.
Robbie Amell, Stephen Amell's brother, has been cast as Chris Redfield. That's interesting. I actually like that one. Dickon from Game of Thrones has been cast as Albert Wesker. That's interesting.
Really, he's Wesker.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really see enough of that actor to see if he's really good. If he's a good actor, so.
Yeah, neither am I. He's in the Umbrella Academy as well.
Oh, okay, cool.
Someone else from Zombieland Double Tap. Don't really know him too much. The bad guy in Minority Report, he is kind of like a blonde hair, not blonde hair, more of like a white hair kind of a thing. He's been cast as Dr. William Birkin. He's also in Sonic the Hedgehog as well. Let's see anything. Nope, that is it. But that is your cast for there. But going back to this Resident Evil animated series, are you interested, Pete? Will you watch this?
Well, if it's anything like Castlevania anime series from Netflix, yes, I would be watching this because I really enjoyed what they did with Castlevania on Netflix. It was an excellent show. If anybody hasn't watched it, go watch it. Yeah, I think it'll be very interesting. I think it's much easier, especially when doing something like this, like doing an animated series from Resident Evil. It's much easier to do it than live action.
Okay.
Live action, I mean, we've seen the Resident Evil movies. It is what it is. It's there, really. I mean, some people love it. Some people are like, it's kind of like a B movie. It's a movie that you see on sci-fi. It's whatever. Like I said, I think an animated series can be executed pretty damn well. Could do a really good job, And I think maybe they need to do more animated series from video games. I think it'll be a much easier transition, and then maybe later on they can do live action. But right now, I think animated series is the way to go.
Probably, yeah, I agree with
I
that.
think it's a much better, easier translation, than live action. I think live action sometimes can come out really cheesy or really. They just haven't done it right, man. Nobody can do it right except for Sonic, and I think let's do a little more animated, see where it goes from there.
Well, I mean, Tomb Raider was good. I enjoyed Tomb Raider.
I heard it was good. I mean, I heard it was pretty good. The new one, right?
Okay, so there still is a live-action Netflix show coming of Resident Evil. So, and it is different.
Really?
Yeah.
So wait a minute. So this is Biohazard, and then I guess the other one will be called Resident Evil, right?
So the movie is Resident Evil Origins. No, it's Biohazard in Japan. They'll probably be Resident Evil in America. But so the Resident Evil movie is in Origins. The Resident Evil series that is live action is going to be a sequel to the games.
Okay.
It's from the showrunner of Supernatural.
Supernatural's been around forever, so I can see it being good. But
we'll see.
I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I think the anime series will definitely be something worth watching.
So lots of Resident Evil coming to the big screen in the what do they call the TV?
little screen streaming services worldwide.
Yep.
Also, as well, and then we got Resident Evil 8 coming out next year as well. So, boom.
The Village.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think Joaquin Phoenix is going to be in that Village.
Hopefully not.
Bryce Dallas Howard. Just saying.
No. Adrian Brody. No,
none of them.
No, none of them. Speaking of which, he announced his new movie, by the way.
M. Night.
M. Night. I forgot what it's called, but he did announce it. It's something dealing with time, so he's kind of like pulling a Christopher Nolan kind of a thing.
So he did. It's called Old.
That's what it's called?
Yeah, Old. OLD. Its tagline is "It's only a matter of time." Comes out July 2021.
Huh. Interesting.
Hey, the twist in that movie is we're all young.
Whoa.
Or the spoon's not real. There is no spoon. That's the
or
twist.
It's a dream within a dream.
Within another dream.
Sounds like an Inception right there.
Or damn. Everything time is inverted. There you go.
There you go.
Did
you, speaking of which, man, did you hear like something about like I was listening to the radio the other day saying about how somehow some company came up with something where you can it's almost like Inception where people dream, you can put ideas in their dreams and all that stuff. I actually heard that like the other day in the like Inception almost. I'm like, why is this being created?
So
why is this happening?
People can actually think of the idea on their own instead of them giving the idea.
I don't know. Like, yeah, I read that and I'm like, oh shit, that's actually Inception's for real now. So, but yeah, it's we'll see. We'll see what next year brings. We'll see what Resident Evil brings. Hopefully their series is good. Hopefully it's definitely better than the Mila Jovovich Resident Evils, which I think the first one and second one are good, and then the rest kind of sucks. So,
yeah. Moving on to next year as well, Mr. Avatar 2 is 100% done filming.
Wow.
And Avatar 3 is 95%. So, this leads to the question. Anthony, did you finish Avatar yet?
The original movie?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've seen it before. I haven't finished rewatching it.
Oh, okay. Because I know you were watching it. And
I was. Yeah, I need to finish rewatching it. It's just so long.
Yeah, that's 3 hours of your life. Wait, then you watched Endgame how many times?
Actually, only 3 times.
Oh, only 3 times.
Only.
9 hours of your life. Have you watched Infinity War and then go right into Endgame? Have you done that?
I have not, actually.
I've thought about doing that.
That's a lot. That's a lot of movie
at least, that's 6 hours, man. Right there.
That's a day off, in my opinion.
True. That's true.
That's a day off. Because pretty much that's like if I wanted to binge watch a season of something, like that's literally what I'll be doing that day. Will be binge watching a season instead of binge watching movies. But let's go back to Avatar 2. Do you think they would be more technology that he introduced in the first one compared to this one?
I think so.
Or do you think it'd be more of the same?
I think I don't know. That's a good question though, because I feel like Avatar. I think at a time, even to this day, it still looks pretty amazing.
Yeah.
CGI wise, it looks pretty amazing still. I'm not sure how much CGI has improved from now to then. I mean, it has made improvements. But that's a huge jump. I think at the time, that was a huge jump. I don't know. Maybe, possibly, I could see that. James Cameron has been known to definitely revolutionize the way we watch movies. I feel like stories are not as great. Stories always have holes. I mean, if we can always look back at some of the, even though I love Terminator, the plot lines definitely have holes in it when it comes to time travel. But at the same time, I mean, if you look at all these movies, like look at T2, that revolutionized the way the action films. Titanic, I guess, is an epic film. Like you look at that. Avatar. I mean, his work is always, and it takes forever to do a movie. Like he's
Did
the
you
type
say
of
True Lies?
True
No,
Lies.
he didn't say True Lies yet.
I didn't say True
Lies.
Lies.
Is fantastic.
Aliens is an amazing movie too for a sci-fi movie. So, but it takes forever to make a movie. Like he always takes a break and takes forever. So I'm pretty sure the fact that he's been working on this for the last few years and been filming movies back to back, I feel like he's gonna have something special. He might actually bring back the whole 3D thing. Like people might have to watch this in 3D again to experience this movie once again. So he might do that one more time. So yeah, I don't know. I think James Cameron had definitely has something.
They're doing 5 Avatar movies.
Yes,
yeah.
And they're filming them all together at the same time.
Yeah, 2 and 3 are both in post production, and 4 and 5 are filming right now.
Well, here's my question, guys. I guess everything's green room, right? Everything must be green room, right? Like none of it must be.
But nothing was on location.
Yeah. So that's where I'm like, how is he gonna do it? Where maybe
Mandalorian's all in that room.
Yeah,
and you can't even tell.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying though. Maybe it's gonna be more realistic, way more realistic. This world's than ever before. So the fact this is all green world room. So yeah, man. I think I'm excited. I'm not a huge fan of the first Avatar movie. I didn't like the storyline. The action is amazing though. Like I think the action and the CGI is amazing though. Especially the last 20 minutes of the movie, the action battle scene was awesome. But the storyline I wasn't a big fan of. I feel like Dances in Wolves. I always felt it was Dances with Wolves in Space, or kind of like that. I always felt that was the storyline they were trying to say. Not original, not thought provoking. But at the same time, I'm excited. We'll see where we can. The fact that he's making 5 movies says something. He hopefully has an idea or something where he's going with this. So,
have I seen every single one of his movies?
Probably.
I'm just looking right now. So I haven't seen Piranha 2: The Spawning, but that's his first movie, which is probably
oh my god.
I probably got to watch that movie now because it's probably fantastic. But I have seen The Terminator, have seen Aliens, I've seen The Abyss, seen Terminator 2: Judgment Day, seen True Lies, seen Titanic, seen Avatar, and that's it. Yep. So I've seen every single one of his movies besides Piranha 2: The Spawning from 1981. I have to watch that movie.
I've seen most of The Abyss. I don't think I've seen from
that's beginning to end.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it either.
It's one of his movies that I feel it's his kind of forgotten movies, you will say, right, Ant?
Yeah, I would say so. Dude, I need to watch this. Sorry, man, I gotta watch this Piranha 2 movie. This is right up my alley for horror movies.
Dude, I tell you what, man. I think I remember watching that when I was a kid, man. That always freaked me out, man. With these freaking piranhas eating these people, they're biting them all over the place. It always freaked me out.
All right. Anyway, so I'll probably be watching this day one. I'll probably watch the first one before going to go see the second one.
I'm pretty sure we're all going to be watching this day one. I can see that all us because it's a huge movie, man. I'm pretty sure it's going to be like I said, hopefully everything goes back to normal by next year. dude, the theaters are gonna be packed watching this movie. It's gonna make regardless of what anybody feels about Avatar, it's a movie experience, and it's gonna be packed. So, and James Cameron's gonna make another $1 billion or whatever the hell, $2 billion, $3 billion, whatever he wants to make. So,
all right. So moving on to our weekly NFL football picks.
I am not ready for that. So let me give me a second. Go ahead and talk about something else while I get ready for that.
So what's his face? Oh yeah, Bill O'Brien got fired. About damn time. About damn time.
I wonder why. 0-4. I mean, geez,
0-4. You get rid of your offensive lineman. You get rid of your freaking wide receiver. Yeah, and you start off 0-4. No, it's time for you to go, bud.
Yeah,
definitely time for you to go.
I love the memes, man. The NFL memes made fun of that guy so bad. It shows it's about deservedly so, man. He's done a terrible job. He kind of took that franchise straight to the ground. So, I mean, they're 0-4. The Jets, of course, are 0-4. They're garbage. Adam Gates needs to go too. Him and Bill O'Brien needs to take a fishing trip somewhere. Who else is 0-4? I believe.
Hold on.
I think who else? Falcons.
Oh, are you forgetting about the New York Football Giants?
Oh, Giants.
Tank for Trevor, baby. Tank for Trevor.
Well, I thought you. What about your boy, Danny Dimes?
I've said it before. I'll say it again. You have Matt Stafford and Danny Dimes. You have Peyton Manning and Trevor Lawrence. You don't pass up Peyton Manning. Sorry.
Also, you got the Falcons.
You're not sold Danny Dimes? You're not sold Danny Dimes there?
It's not that, dude. It's okay. Here's the thing, Pete. Back in the day, let's look at the 19. What year did Jordan get drafted?
84.
84. Yeah.
Yeah. Who didn't take Michael Jordan because they had Clyde Drexler? What a dumbass move that was.
Portland Trailblazers. They got Sam
Bowie. Yeah, they should have took Michael Jordan, got rid of Clyde Drexler because he got a once in a lifetime talent. That's Trevor Lawrence. You take Trevor Lawrence.
You know, it's funny though. Here's another quarterback too. That I know he's kind of on a rough start, but his numbers I heard is really good. Joe Burrows, his number 300. Yeah. I think the first.
Well, he's the number one pick for a reason.
Yeah, he's the first rookie quarterback to have 300 yards in each first 3 or 4 games.
So Pete, that bears me to ask you, since you're telling me I'm not sold on my boy. If the Jets have the number one pick, do you get Trevor Lawrence?
If he's as good as everybody says he is, I
don't see Darnold lighting it up ever.
Yeah, but in the same time, if you get Trevor Lawrence, you need to get rid of Gates. You need to get rid of Gates
no matter what.
No, they're gonna get rid of Gates no matter what, but you need to literally pack that team with players so the kid can play. You know what I'm saying? Start drafting, start signing players like receivers, and make sure you have a good running game. Make sure everything. Just make sure you set the kid up to win, not to lose. So yeah, I agree. If you're gonna do that, if the Jets or the Giants end up getting the first round pick, make sure you literally have enough salary cap space, enough money to be getting players to surround them with, getting talent to surround them with, because then what's the point?
So,
then what's the point?
Sorry, I have a question. Didn't you draft Danny Jones in the first round last year?
He did.
Yeah. But the Jets drafted Darnold in the first round the year before. I'm telling you, not that I'm
3 years.
I get what you're saying, and not that I'm ready gung ho to give up on Danny Dimes, but at the same time, like I said, you go. First of all, it wasn't Joe Judge's pick; it was our previous organization's pick. So the previous regime that was theirs pick. So everything's kind of off the table when it comes to that because Joe Judge inherited Daniel Jones. So he could look at Trevor Lawrence and be like, no, that's my guy. I want that guy. Look at Cliff Kingsbury in Arizona. They drafted who's the dude that they traded to the Dolphins this year?
I know who you're talking about, yeah.
Yeah, but they drafted him in the first round. Then they fired that coach, hired Cliff Kingsbury, and then he drafted Kyler Murray with the first pick. That's what I'm saying. So it's when there's a regime change like that, like kind of like all bets are thrown off the window on who your quarterback is.
It's true though. I agree with you. Sometimes all bets are off, unless
but
the guys like literally.
You guys don't have an offensive line to protect the guys you have.
No, I'm not disagreeing with you on that, but again, like you won't have the opportunity to draft a Trevor Lawrence again, so that's why you take him when you can get him.
I don't know if our offensive line is that bad or just our coach is that bad. I kind of hard to say because I think our coach really makes the offensive line also, like knows how to position the players, knows what plays to make in order to, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think Adam Gase has been doing any of that stuff to protect Darnold to make him look better.
I think the Jets are going to win this weekend.
You sure about that? Cardinals?
They haven't
what's the name? Darnold's out, man.
And they go against Kyler Murray and D-Hop?
Yeah, it's Flacco. Flacco's the quarterback.
Yeah, see? You actually stand a chance then.
Okay,
no, I thought.
sure.
Okay, no. You're good. No. Go ahead.
All right, you guys want to do some picks?
All right, let's do this.
Let's
First game, tomorrow night's game. Game of the week for me. Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Chicago Bears. Both teams are 3-1.
Dude, I'm actually surprised. I didn't know Chicago Bears were 3-1. Damn, I didn't.
Well, they were 3-0 until this week.
Yeah, I know. I was surprised. They're at Chicago or at Tampa?
At Chicago.
I'm going Tampa.
I'm going to go with Tampa, too.
I'm going with Tampa because I never go against my team, even though the fact there will be no Godwin, no O.J. Howard.
Really?
No. Yeah.
No,
O.J. Howard is gone for the season.
Yikes.
He tore his Achilles.
That sucks.
Yeah.
How you feeling about Brady, man? Throwing pick sixes. He
threw 2. Calm down.
2? All right. He has a good team around him, though. The team he has around him is pretty good.
He has 2. He was down 21-7, came back and whooped their ass. That's what I like to see.
He has the talent, man. He has the talent. I give him that.
Next game. LA Rams at the Washington Redskins.
I'm going with the Rams.
Washington football team. Sorry.
Yeah. It's all right, man. I'm going Rams, too.
Rams. Ooh, this should be a fun one. The Buffalo Bills at the Tennessee Titans. Both teams are undefeated.
Bills.
Didn't someone get hurt or something with Tennessee?
No, they had COVID, man. They had a COVID problem, I think. Didn't they?
I don't even think they've played yet. Aren't they playing tonight? Or
no, this Sunday.
Oh, what didn't? They're only 3-0. Did they cancel their game completely?
Probably.
Maybe they have to reschedule a game.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they did reschedule the game later on.
Okay. Well,
the Titans against Pittsburgh.
I'm going to go with having that week off is actually going to hurt them. So
the Bills.
I'm going Bills.
A week off, they're resting. I'm going to go with Titans.
All
right. Next up, the Philadelphia Eagles at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers.
Yeah, Steelers. Philly's offensive line is trash.
Yep. They're going to get, what's the name? Carson Wentz killed.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so Pete's game of the week. Arizona Cardinals at the New York Jets.
Cardinals. That's easy, man. 0-16, baby. 0-16. Hey, we're gonna have to get Trevor Lawrence, Ant, from you, man. Well, how much are you gonna give up from Trevor Lawrence, Ant? How much?
If we don't have the first pick, we're not gonna give up anything for him. We'll draft offensive line and protect our boy.
Oh, so you're not gonna you don't want Trevor Lawrence?
Oh, I want Trevor Lawrence, but not.
How much will you give the Jets, man? If they get Trevor Lawrence, how much will you give the Jets, man?
Oh, you know what, though? It doesn't matter, Pete, because what would happen in that scenario is we would trade whatever it would take, and then we would still win Super Bowls before you guys do, so. Multiple ones, too.
We're arguing literally our team are the worst teams in the NFL. We're both arguing over that. That's hilarious. That's just funny. That's just funny. Anyways, go ahead.
Anyway, moving on. I picked the Cardinals. Yeah. Next up, Las Vegas Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs did stumble, but I'm still going to go with the Chiefs.
Got to.
Oh, this is going to be kind of tough because I don't know who to go. Actually, you know what? Maybe. I know who I'm going for. All right, so next up, Jacksonville Jaguars at the Houston Texans. I'm going to go with Houston.
Jaguars.
I'm going to Houston. They're only won one game.
I'm going Houston as well.
Even though they're only 4 guys?
Yeah, I don't trust Jacksonville to win anything.
They won a game.
I don't care. I still don't trust them.
Don't they have Minshew Mania over there? What about Gardner Minshew?
Still don't trust them.
Nope.
Yeah, they also got freaking Fitzmagic in Miami, but I'm not going for Miami.
Oh, I don't trust Fitzmagic, that's for sure.
But anyway, so next up, Cincinnati Bengals at the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore.
Ravens. And?
Ravens. Sorry,
Even though
I'm still typing in like the games so I can catch up.
You're good. Should I slow down?
No, you're good. I just went on the last one, so.
Okay. So yeah, Ravens for me. I think that's all cross board Ravens.
Yeah.
Next up, Carolina Panthers at the Atlanta Falcons. Talk about a coach that needs to be fired. Atlanta's coach definitely needs to be fired.
And I'm gonna go Atlanta.
I'm gonna go with Panthers.
I'm going Atlanta.
Coach. Really?
Mm-hmm. Why are you on Atlanta, man? You have seen them blow leads, like ridiculous leads?
Don't matter. I'm going Atlanta.
He wants to be opposite of us so he can be one up on us.
Exactly.
I understand.
That's what I do.
I get you. Next up.
You do, huh? That's what you do.
The Miami Dolphins at the San Francisco 49ers.
I'm going Miami.
Are you really?
Yes, 100% Miami. San Francisco has nobody.
Dude, didn't San Francisco win the other day? Who did they beat?
They beat us and you guys, Pete. The last 2 wins they had were they have 2 wins this season. It was the Jets and the Giants. They're nothing special, bro.
They literally beat you guys like by 20 points, wasn't it? Like it wasn't even close.
Who doesn't beat us by 20 points, Pete?
You know what? I'm gonna go 49ers.
Good, do that. I'll eat an L.
Jeez.
Go to Shannon Sharp's restaurant where they're serving L's. You can go ahead there.
What is it in San
Miami
Francisco?
Heat will be right behind you. What?
Yeah. It's in San Francisco too, that game, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Miami's gonna travel over there, and there's gonna be Fitzmagic.
Ooh, we got an NFC East. We got an NFC's matchup right here. I don't know who's going to win this. The New York Football Giants at the Dallas Cowboys.
This guy, the Cowboys are one onside kick and not playing the worst team in the NFL away from being 0-4. We're going to go Cowboys on this one.
Cowboys, the Cowgirls are going to win.
Are you sure? Because the only way that Dak comes up to play is if he's behind.
Yeah, and
they have never really had a lead.
The Cowgirls, they're going to win.
Yep, that's what I'm going with.
Them boys.
I'm
going with Giants.
Oh, Chris believes.
You're Giants?
I'm going with Giants because the fact that only way that Dak Prescott comes to play is if he's behind, and he is too short to actually win.
Hey, let me just say one thing, man. How bad is that division, man, over there? How bad is the NL East, man? That's one trash bag division, dude. I mean, I don't even know whoever makes it out of that division, wins that division, is literally going to get smoked by any team in the NL.
You say that, but you don't have anything to lose. Whoever comes out of there is not have nothing to lose because no one expects them to be there.
Man, they're garbage. They're all garbage, man. Garbage. Hot trash.
We'll wait and see.
Hot trash.
You have
and how
the
somehow
Philadelphia
you guys
Eagles.
are still alive. That's the crazy part, and you guys are still alive in that stupid division, man.
Yep.
I got the Patriots and
We're
Buffalo Bills.
We're a game and a half at first.
I got the Patriots and the Buffalo Bills and our 2 playoff teams in our division, and you got the biggest hot trash team in your division.
Okay, so you have the Patriots. Okay, so you have the Patriots who are going to get who's going to get 2 L's because they don't have Cam Newton.
Yes.
And then their backup quarterbacks are just hot trash.
Oh, he is hot trash too.
And then so that's going to put them at 2-4. So you have 2 weeks to get wins, to get dubs.
Dude, they're gonna. I guarantee you, they're gonna be 10-6 by the end of the season. They'll be 10-6 or 9-7. The Patriots. They're still gonna be a playoff team. They're still gonna be in the playoffs. The Bills will win the division, though. Bills will win. But I'm just saying, though, the Bills are a playoff team. That division is hot trash. The NL East is hot trash. Worst division.
The NFC East?
Whatever. You know what I meant. I'm thinking of baseball for some reason.
All right, well, moving on. Indianapolis Colts at the Cleveland Browns. Both teams are 3-1.
What the hell? Where did the Browns come up with this? Damn, I didn't think the Browns.
I'm going Browns.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with the Brownies too.
Go with Browns because of the fact of their younger team, and I don't really care for Phillip Rivers. So there.
Yeah, me neither.
There you go. I'm going with Browns.
Dallas actually came alive, man.
Well, yeah, we're going against a freaking Denver defense that is like, not Denver defense, Dallas defense that really isn't there. But next up, I'm Denver Broncos at the New England Patriots.
New England.
Denver.
Really?
Why New England? After what I just said, their quarterbacks are hot trash.
I still think that I don't count Bill Belichick out. I'm going to go with New England. Don't count, but dude, he faced the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs are like freaking Super Bowl team. I mean, you know, like Denver's trash, man. Denver barely beat the Jets. If that says something, Denver barely beat the Jets. Last Thursday, they barely beat the Jets. And this is like Sam
Denver at all this year?
Probably not. So use an orange color.
Yeah, I gotta find them. No one's picked them.
I'm going New England, regardless. I don't care who their quarterback is. It could be some concession stand kid. I'm pretty sure Bill Belichick will find a way to beat Denver.
No, I don't see it. I don't see it.
New England.
The quarterback's going to throw a pick, not throw a pick, but he's going to throw a ball to Julian Edelman, and Edelman's going to drop it, and it's going to be returned back for a touchdown. That's what's going to happen.
Probably. But you know what? Don't count on the evil emperor that is Bill Belichick.
I can count against them.
I gotta go. I'm gonna go New England.
All right. So one of the last 2 games, Minnesota Vikings at the Seattle Seahawks. I'm going with Seahawks.
Seattle. Russell Wilson, the best quarterback in the league.
I agree with that.
Not Patrick Mahomes?
Patrick Mahomes good, but I'm a Russell Wilson guy. And Russell Wilson definitely has less weapons than Patrick Mahomes has.
Yeah.
For sure.
He's definitely he's like I would say he's this generation's Tom Brady kind of, if that makes sense.
Makes sense. All right. Last game. Los Angeles Chargers at the New Orleans Saints.
Saints. Why do I feel like I'm missing a game?
Okay, so I'll read through, but I think this week is start the bye weeks though. So
that's what it is. I didn't see the bye week. Well, who's on bye week this week?
I have no idea. Hold on.
Green Bay. Green Bay's on bye week. We didn't do a Green Bay game. Okay, that's fine.
Green Bay and Lions.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
With this game, I'm gonna go with who's the quarterback for the Chargers?
Justin Herbert or Hubert or whatever.
I'm gonna go with Saints. I don't know if Michael Thomas will be back, but I think he will be a big factor. Either way, Kamara is still a beast to be reckoned with. So I'm gonna go with the Saints. All right.
Your Saints too?
Saints, yeah.
All right.
So our movie in review was Mad Max Fury Road. Came out in 2015, starring Tom Hardy, Charlize Theron. Directed by George Miller. Anthony, your hot takes, since you were one of us who have not seen this movie.
So definitely the best of the Mad Max movies, for sure. Not even really close. I thought it was really awesome. If I had to say one complaint, I felt it was just a little too long. Like I felt like after they got to the desert where they found the women there, they probably should have just stayed there and not worried about it and just ended the movie there and like on a disappointing note instead of coming back and killing off half the people. But other than that, it was really good. It was awesome. Like the characters were awesome. The story was awesome. It actually had a story where you kind of like felt for the characters, unlike the other ones where you really don't care. But yeah, I enjoyed it.
Good. I also forgot to mention, Nicholas Hoult was in the movie as well. He was the one that said, "What a day! What a lovely day!"
Yes, he's one of those like he had a tumor, right? He was one of those kids, people he was gonna die
tumor
or whatever.
on his neck.
Yeah.
And he named him. I forgot what he named him, but it was a tumor on his neck.
Like two names for him, whatever. And he pretty much like accepted death or whatever. So
yeah. But believe it or not, Anthony, did you know that the main villain in the very first Mad Max was the main villain in this movie?
I did not know that. That's pretty awesome, actually.
Yes.
What was the character's name again? It was
Immortal Joe.
Immortus Joe. Yeah.
Immortan Joe. Actor name is Hugh Keys-Byrne. Yeah, Hugh Keys-Byrne. He played the toe cutter in the first Mad Max.
What's weird about Tom Hardy though? I felt like it was a completely different Mad Max. Like I feel like he wouldn't even act anything like Mel Gibson. Thought that was a little weird too, but it's still good. I'm not complaining about it. Just different take on it.
Well, he's more the silent badass kind of, right? That's what it felt like, more silent badass. Because he didn't really say too much in the movie. He just was more quiet. And actually, I felt like Charlize Theron's character had more of a main role in the movie than he did.
Yeah, I feel like she was the main protagonist.
Yeah.
It seemed like it more than anything. She was almost the main focal point. And he was pretty much like we're like the viewers kind of like observing her and her mission, you know what I'm saying? So that's what Mad Max was. But no, I thought it was an excellent movie. I remember watching this in the theaters. It was an awesome experience. Literally felt like a rush throughout the whole movie, like a huge rush.
Yeah.
And the cinematography, the action scenes, the originality in the characters, everything about it was really awesome. There's one thing that I love the character. I don't know what he was. He was more like he's a kind of the drummer boy, and when he kind of like but he's a guy who playing the guitar riffs. Like he's like that, like playing the hardcore music to get all the troops going and all that. That's what he was. Kind of like the drummer boy in the army in the army. That's what he really was. Which is hilarious because that's all he does. All he does keeps on playing. Dude. He doesn't stop. Even when he like the Mad Max was like literally fighting him, he just keeps on playing. Man, he's like, It's
I gotta get this going.
Yeah, I gotta just keep on going. It's like it's just so funny. It's so weird, and that's what I love of the movie. It's such a weird movie.
Very Borderlands.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
There's another scene. I think it's one of the guys. I think that one of the guys was called the Bullet Farmer. I don't know if you remember that character. The one with like he's like with the machine guns trying to hunt them down, and he gets blinded, and then literally like he's blinded, shooting anywhere. It's like, I'm like vengeance. I am like just shooting in the air, like Like it's just like it's so out there, but that's what I think you love about the movie. It's such an out there movie, but I mean that's why I think it's so good, you know. And the fact that you see this movie, like you said, it's kind of like Borderlands or whatever, and it works. The whole movie works, you know. So,
one part about that part that you just talked about, like made me crack up and laugh, is the fact that like he got blinded and then like he's asking for a flare and the flare is like literally right in front of his face. He's like, where's the flare? It's right in front of your face.
He's like,
I can't see it.
He's like, ah. And it's just like, yeah, it just blindfold him and just keep on shooting. He doesn't care like where he's shooting at. Yeah, dude, it's just even like another scene I love about the movie is I know Aunt remembers this guy. He's like he used to be a former wrestler. You know what I'm talking about, Aunt? The Colossal Buggeroo. What was the name? Nathan Lane. Nathan.
I know the front row or whatever they called them.
Yeah. He's like the big. He's Mortis Joe's
Jones.
What? Nathan Jones. Yes, he is Mortis Joe's other son. He's like this huge guy, bald guy.
Nathan Jones.
Yeah, Nathan Jones. Yes. And there's the part where like one of his wives got killed and she had a baby, and he they try to save the baby, but unfortunately, and I love it. It's like, oh, the guy who was trying to save the baby was like, oh, the baby was perfect. He's like, my brother was perfect in every way. He's just yelling out, yes, I had a brother and he is perfect in every way. It's just like, it's so out there. But that's what I say. That's what's so appealing about the movie. It's such an appealing, great movie. It's a great action movie, but it has very good, appealing parts to it that makes it original, that makes it out there. That you don't see this in any other movie, And I think that's what makes it special.
I think one action scene that like stood out to me was the fact when I guess you call it the sequence when Tom Hardy was there. It was near the end. They were all fighting. Tom Hardy like threw someone in front of him to like get chainsawed or whatever. He fell off the side, and Charlize Theron caught him, and then she's just sitting there hanging on, and then she gets stabbed, and then like that whole sequence from that point to the point where the whole seesaw thing starts happening. And you see his head like being like inches from the ground.
Yeah.
And you're like, holy crap. That was like probably one of my favorite sequences in the movie, and it ended up being most of it being real.
Yeah.
Which is pretty freaking crazy.
It's crazy everything that goes about it. Like it felt like an adrenaline rush the whole movie from beginning to end. I think the only part where like it slowed down was like what Ann said, the part where they meet the women. Like that whole part where they were with the women tribe, and then Charlize Theron her character finds out that there is no paradise, there is no like whatever, and they had to go back. That's I think the only part I remember in the movie they actually slowed down for about 20 minutes, and then as soon as they go back, straight up nonstop action. So
definitely.
But the thing is about the movie is even though it's nonstop action, there is a story in the movie. There is a story. Yeah. You do care about the characters. It's not like a Transformers movie. There's action, there's nonstop action, but there's no care for the characters. You actually do care about the characters in the movie. You do want to see him kind of escape. You do want to see, and you see Mortis Joe as a villain, as a good villain. So it has those elements, which I think all action movies should have. Have nonstop action, but just have those elements where you actually do care about the characters and you're invested in the movie.
Yeah, definitely. This movie was nominated for Movie of the Year, believe it or not, and I think it could have won. In my opinion, it did win six Oscars. I will give it that.
That's crazy.
Also, as well, Charlize Theron and Tom Hardy hated each other.
Yeah, I heard about that
during the whole filming process of this movie. But at the end of it, they kissed and made up, and like they sent each other gift baskets and whatnot, and they respect each other.
Why did they hate each other? What's the whole beef between them? I guess in the movie.
To be honest with you, I think it was the fact that they were just filming in a desert, and the heat just got to them.
I can see them being very committed and very like about the roles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I can see how actors are so about their whatever. So I can see that being the case, but it's funny, you don't see that in the movie. You don't see that play out. You know what I'm saying? You don't see that, like, they did such a good job. Even though I'm kind of glad there was no romantic, like, link between those two characters. It's very platonic, I felt like. Yeah. Which is good, because usually when you have male and female character, there has to be some sort of romance. You don't really see that at all in the movie. It's very platonic, which is good, though. I think it's more a matter of respect, actually. It seems this character, which I like that. Because there shouldn't be there shouldn't be a movie where you have a male actress and male actor, and there has to be some romantic link. I always feel that's so cliche. So,
but I will say this about it: this is going to spark a prequel to Furiosa's story for some odd reason. But we look forward to that. The Mad Max Furiosa story branch off prequel, whatever. Like we needed it. Budget for this movie was $150 million. Opening weekend, 45 million. Gross USA, 154 million. Worldwide, 375 million.
Wow. Easily the biggest seller in the franchise.
Yeah.
Definitely.
For sure.
And I heard it had a lot of delays too, so a lot of people thought it was gonna be like a complete failure, I guess. Yeah, that's what everybody thought it was gonna be, but it actually turned out to be great.
Definitely. For sure. And so, with that being said, our October spooky month series is going to be kicking off with Hereditary. Anthony, are you ready for this?
No.
Next week, we'll be reviewing Hereditary. I had yet to decide which ones actually, I already know. I know off the top of my head. People are going to be deciding between The Visit and The Witch.
Nice.
One movie.
And it's crap! I gotta watch more horror movies.
And I'll be choosing between Piranha 2 and
your choices. Well, actually, no. Your choice is next. Actually, yeah. Forgot this is one of Pete's choices.
Yeah, this was.
I'll figure out what I want to watch. Mine's definitely more B campy comedy kind of.
Oh, are you serious?
Is it going to be the Adam Sandler movie that just came on Netflix today? You sure?
QB Halloween? No.
Yeah.
It should be like Poltergeist, and whatever. Like
I've already seen Poltergeist. I'd rather do a different trauma movie.
Oh, jeez. All right, gentlemen. I don't have the graphic up here, but what have we been watching outside of Mad Max Fury Road? I'll go.
Go ahead.
I was going to say I've been watching The Boys.
Nice.
Been binging that.
Yeah, I need to start watching that, man. I haven't watched it yet.
Started from the beginning, and I'm actually all caught up. The season finale is actually Friday. So.
Really?
Yes.
How is it so far?
It's good. It's great. It's more of the first season. But that's all I've been watching. What about you, Ant?
All I've really been watching is Schitt's Creek, and it's pretty good. We're almost in season 4 now, so
all right.
We're just keeping plowing through that. But yeah, we enjoy it. It's fun.
You, Pete?
So today I actually watched a couple episodes of Cobra Kai. I've been saying up and wanted to get into it, so. First saw already the first 2 episodes before, so I started watching today, and yeah, it's really good, man. It's really excellent, I think, so far. I don't want to, in case you want to watch, Chris, but this funny episode, the last episode I saw. So, if you know Karate Kid, Daniel LaRusso and Johnny, they were like rivals in school, and the whole karate. And Johnny lost it. So it's funny. So Johnny's kind of out in his luck and all that stuff. And Danny LaRusso is a successful car dealership guy. And in this episode, Danny LaRusso kind of had Johnny had a kind of a setback. So he sees Danny LaRusso's big billboard over there, and he decides to spray a big dick right in front of his face. So that's what kind of much the whole episode. Danny LaRusso try to have this painted over and all that stuff. It's just so funny though, because everybody, everybody make fun of his rival, car dealership guy decided to buy like a bunch of hot dogs for him, a bunch of sausages for him, and said delivered to his place. And it says, "Oh yeah, I heard you like it long and hard and all that." So
wow.
like long and thick. That's what he said. These sausages. So it's pretty funny episode. I thought it was pretty entertaining.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, no, I like about it too. It feels the show, like, of course, is, you know, it still does a pretty good job with the characters. Like, they're still like, you know, Ralph Macchio, of course, is Daniel LaRusso. So it still does a good job, you know, keeping those characters respectful from their, you know, the movie, but also making it feel like up to date, if that makes sense. Like all the kids in school are very much like the kids you'll see nowadays in school. You know, very up to date, very you know, like, and it feels very real and authentic. You know, the show and all that, and I think that's what I like. And also, it's kind of mature too, in a sense. They had no problem dropping like I think like an F-bomb here and there. So yeah, it's really good stuff, man. It's definitely worth watching. From like I seen, I only saw the first 4 episodes, so far so good.
I wonder if they were inspired to come back to this because of the fact of, like, I remember an episode on How I Met Your Mother where both of them were in the show, and then like I think like we're like because Barney, Neil Patrick Harris's character was like he's a big fan of the Karate Kid, but he didn't think Ralph Macchio was a Karate Kid. He thought the other guy was a Karate Kid. It's like, I don't want Ralph Macchio at my bachelor party. I want the other dude. I forgot the guy's name, but he's like, I want that dude. But,
whatever, like, yeah.
But both of them ended up being in the episode, and both of them were cracking jokes on each other. So like, I wonder if that kind of sparked the idea of like, you know what, we should bring this back.
Probably. I could have seen why not, man. I'm probably sure that did spark it. I think I remember seeing Johnny in a commercial, the guy who plays Johnny in the commercial, like a few years ago too. So maybe that did spark it. Made people like, oh, why don't we just do a corporate comedy show? I'm pretty sure that did, man. You know, it's funny. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes, like, you know, there's, you know, whatever talks about, like, you see somebody like who was an old actor or whatever from a TV show, they like come back and people like say, oh, you know, it's funny. Another thing too. I don't know if you pay attention. Like, there's this guy on social media. I guess it went viral. This video, this guy like lawnmowing, drink cranberry juice.
Yes,
playing,
I saw that.
Yes, and playing Fleetwood Mac's Dreams. Yeah. And I guess it got so popular that one video go viral. Got so popular that now that Fleetwood Mac's Dreams is one of the most downloaded songs. I think it got a huge like following now because of that. So it like I said, stuff like that happens where people like younger generation like, oh man, let's look this up because, you know, they love this video or they love something. So it's possible.
And I think Ocean Spray sent him a car too.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah. Dude, the guy, and I think this guy was like down on his luck. I think he like.
Yeah, he was skateboarding, just drinking Ocean Spray, just like just casually, just not even like doing it. He was just sitting there skateboarding, like off, like it seemed like an on ramp or something like that. He was just skating down on the hill and then just.
That's funny.
Yeah, so that guy is literally probably gonna get money and all that, and, you know, be famous because of that. So, hey, man, that's awesome, though.
Yeah, good for him. Anything else you've been watching, Pete?
No, not except of course, you know, AEW wrestling, but that's about it, though. Nothing else.
All right. What about you, Ant?
That's it.
That's it. All right. What have we been playing then? I've been playing. What have I been playing? NBA 2K21 because I'm getting ready for 2K21 on PlayStation 5. Got that free upgrade. Was not technically free if I bought the $100 edition.
Hey, what's up, Marcus?
What's up, Mark?
What's up? But other than that, here and there with Avengers, just trying to rank up Captain America to be max level. I'm trying to think. Other than that, that's pretty much it, really. I mean, kind of waiting for trying to see if I wanted to do a scary game, play a scary game, and do a live stream of it. But I'm kind of like working myself up to do it because I know I'll be scared when I do it.
Chris. Don't do it.
But I gotta do it for the people. For the people, I gotta do it for you.
I do need comedy.
But That's all I've been playing. What about you, Matt?
I have been playing Batman Arkham Origins.
Mm-hmm.
So I've gotten further now than Slade Wilson. I am still on the heels of the Penguin. I just fought. Who was in his little deal?
Two-Face?
No, not yet. I know I'm in the sewers right now, so I'm
Killer
like
Croc?
yeah, I think I don't think I fought him yet. I think I'm right I'm almost through the sewer, so
Okay.
I think I'm about halfway through the game.
All right.
I enjoy it. I'm ready to get it, move on to play a little Mad Max,
There you go.
Try that out. And then other than that, I've just been playing random easy achievement games because they have some quests on Xbox Live right now that you can get up to 10,000 reward points. It's like basically you get a reward point per achievement point. So
Okay.
I've just been trying to find games on Game Pass that have really easy achievements and just going through and just grabbing achievements.
Did you hit that 1,000 on Avatar already?
Yeah, I did. Unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
But dude, there's another easy one on there called Fractured Mind. You can beat the game in 15 minutes and you get all the achievements. So, boom.
Gotta love it. All right, Pete, what you been playing?
Just playing a little more of LA Noire. I believe the last time I played, actually I think moved up to the I'm now into the main storyline. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm detective now because I met the whole psychiatrist or not whatever that guy was that you see in the flashbacks. I'm already met him, so I'm kind of into the main storyline. I feel like I'm going to get into the main thing. So it's a really fun game, man. I really enjoy it. I really enjoyed the fun game. I some of the mysteries or the storyline that's going on and all that stuff. I really enjoyed doing that. So it's a fun game, man. I definitely into it. Yeah, that's about it though so far.
Nice.
I played a little bit. Oh yeah, I also played a little bit Donkey Kong Country 2. Whatever, man. I was playing a little bit just to kind of test my skills from back in the day. So,
and there's no longer any skill there.
What else, Ant?
All right. That seems to be about it.
Yes, sir.
This is the Wednesday's Night Watch. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Thank you,
everybody that commented. We will be here again next week talking about something.
Hereditary. Yes, Hereditary.
Ant's not ready for it. I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for it.
I'm ready to watch something scary.
Yeah. All right, gents. You have